Hi, I'm Monica Volb, and I'm going to show you my mind map that I created for our signature assignment. Just to give you a little bit of a background about the age group that I'm working with, I chose to work with kindergartners age 5 and 6, and I chose to focus a lot on the textbook that's called Talking, Drawing, and Writing. It's one of the books that we needed for this course, and I decided to choose this book because it really focuses on early writers and how to teach them the writing process. So if we go into the middle of my mind map, the topic I chose to focus on is non-narrative informative writing. So this will be the text type and the genre that I'm going to be focusing on. One of the ideas that I have for the lessons is to begin with storytelling. So this is where the teacher engages in read-alouds with the class and focuses on showing different features of each genre. So in this case, I would be teaching many of the text features of the nonfiction genre. Another aspect is that the teacher models reading nonfiction texts and points out text features of the nonfiction genre. Another aspect of this lesson will be storytelling. And there's different reasons why storytelling is so important with young children. It allows students to talk about what they know, and it honors who they are and shows that we value their thoughts. Through sharing and storytelling, students get to know each other, and storytelling helps to acknowledge that verbal communication is an essential part of writing. Read-alouds of various genres teaches elements of each text type, and students learn that organization and details are an important part of writing. So that'll be the first part of my journey into this signature assignment. I'm going to start with doing lessons about read-alouds and storytelling. Then we're going to move on to where the students are the researchers themselves. So they're going to be doing some research, and they're going to be choosing a topic of their choice to read about. It's important that they read through different texts to learn about the topic that they chose. And of course, through this process, the teacher will be there to help model and to help students read words they don't know in text. Again, through this process, students will work with their peers and independently to read and look through nonfiction books. And I wanted to stress the point of allowing students to choose their own topic to research and write about, because student choice is really important, and it's important that students choose a topic that they're interested about. It will make the whole writing process much easier and enjoyable for them. So now we're going to move into some lessons geared around student drawing. And in the textbook that I talked about, Talking, Drawing, and Writing, Lessons for Our Youngest Learners, this book really goes into the topic of drawing and the importance of drawing in the writing process. So let's talk about why drawing is important. It's one way that early writers represent meaning. Drawing is a way for children to be heard. Drawing is a way for children to develop language. And drawing allows students to dig deeper into their stories. And a quote from the text that I found really important and interesting is that drawing is one primal way that beginning writers represent and understand meaning. So I really feel that drawing is an important part of the writing process for younger students, and that this is the first aspect of teaching students to write. Again, during these lessons, the teacher will model how to draw, how to add details to their drawing, and talk about their drawing. Then students will have the opportunity to work on their own and with peers to draw about the topic they choose. And again, the teacher will be there to monitor and to assist students when needed. Now we're going to move on to writing words that goes along with the drawings that they write. Again, the teacher is going to model sounding out words and writing letters and words on paper. It's important that the teacher focus on initial sounds at first when sounding out words. One way to begin lessons with writing words is that teachers can point out written words in the classroom, such as the rules that are written on the board or morning messages that are written every day. It's important also that teachers model concepts of print, how to start at the top of paper when writing, how to start on the left side, and do the return sweep when you get to the end of a line. So after the teacher models the process of sounding out words and writing words that go along with drawings, the students will be released to work independently. Through this time, the teacher will walk around the classroom and conference with students, one-on-one, and also students will work together to revise their work. Because the students are so young, this teacher will be there to help students sound out words and to guide them in this writing process. After the students have made their drawings and written words to go along with it, we will engage in the publishing and sharing process. So this will be the last part of the signature assignment, one of the last lessons. The teacher will encourage students to present their writing pieces with their peers and with the teacher. Sharing and presenting work will help to develop self-confidence as a speaker and a presenter, and peers and teachers will be given the opportunity to give the students feedback. Through this time, when teachers and peers are giving suggestions and feedback, they might talk about how to improve drawings or improve writing, maybe adding more details to the drawing to go along with the written words. And maybe if words are spelled incorrectly, because the children are so young, most likely the words aren't going to be spelled perfectly, they can work together to correct those errors and to write the words appropriately and correctly. So these are some ideas that I have for my signature assignment. Again, the first part will be focusing on storytelling and read-alouds. The next part will be where students are engaged in researching and reading nonfiction books about a topic of their choice. The next part will be focusing on drawing, having students draw pictures of the topic that they choose, adding details to these pictures and color. The next part will be focusing on adding words and sentences that go along with the pictures. And the last part will be publishing and sharing their work, the student work. Again, through this whole process, the teacher will be there to help model over and over again how to engage in the writing process. The teacher will be there as a support and offer guidance through this whole process. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.